Hey everybody, you are watching CAD Roll Hunter, and I have a box of dimes. Let's dig in. Hey folks, this is James and you're watching my channel CAD Roll Hunter. That's it, I got a box of dimes here. I'm not sure what we're gonna find in here. When I opened it up and took a look, I got it back from the bank. It all looked good at the bank, customer wrapped rolls. But a bunch of these plastic rolls have some writing, and they all have the same little orange lines on them. In my mind, that tells me these rolls have been hunted. The only question I have, and what I don't know, is were they hunted immediately before bringing them to the bank? And none of these other wrappers have any lines or markings on them, which you might find with coin roll hunters. So I think it's possible that the plastic wrapped rolls may very well have been hunted. What I don't know though is whether or not the rest have been. They may have come from different customers. They might not have all come to the bank in this box, but I just don't know. The only way we're going to find out is to get in these rolls. So we'll do that. If we don't find anything at all, this could be a tough hunt. I've got another box of dimes here, so maybe this will be a 2-box hunt, but we'll only know when we get into these rolls and start hunting. We're in roll number 3, nothing doing so far. The first thing for us to look at is this 1968. It doesn't have the look of silver, but we're going to just check it with the magnet. And absolutely, it is nickel. So we're in roll 5. We haven't found anything yet, which of course is not unusual for dimes. But what I have found is that the tape with the orange markings is actually been cut and is underneath this other piece of tape that was on here. So it seems like these rolls have been opened and emptied and resealed since somebody marked them up, perhaps. But it doesn't look like we're going to find any silver in this one no matter what. We've hit the halfway point here, 25 rolls in, and our board is looking pretty blank. Nothing at all. Not even a stray US dime. Nothing so far. So it's looking like this may very well have been completely hunted. So I'm going to just do my best and get through the rest of this box. If we find nothing, we will pull out another box of dimes. Well, we're already 40 rolls into this 50 roll box, and we have found our first find, our only find. It's a 2021 non-color blue nose under sale. It's been a really tough slog, so I'm going to keep going through these rolls and see if there's anything in here, but I think we have a dud box. We might need to add another box to this hunt to make it worthwhile. So 50 rolls down, and we just had one lone find, that one blue nose under sale non-color. So I think that this was absolutely hunted. We need to get another box and see if we can pull something out of the fire here. So let me get that ready and we'll carry on with the hunt. Okay, I'm back and I've managed to wrangle up another box of dimes. We got 50 rolls of customer wrapped dimes. And as you know, customer wrapped dimes can be a blessing or a curse. They could very well have been searched. Though they might not be subject to the ARP program, they're still subject to what's circulating out there, which is generally speaking modern steel coinage. But what we're hoping is somebody's emptied out their piggy bank and dumped in a whole bunch of silver. You just never know. That's out there too, and we know that. So hopefully these 50 rolls are better than the 50 rolls we just looked at. So let's get into them and see what we can find. Well, roll number 1, we are going to have something. And in our last box, it took dozens of rolls to get anything at all. So we've already got the blue nose under sale non-color version. It's a good start. We're in roll number 7, and while we haven't found much, we are going to find something in this roll that we didn't find in our last box at all, and that is an American dime. And there is that copper edge right by my thumb you can see. So usually that would be stripped out completely by a coin roll hunter. So we've got some good chance that we might find something in here, or at least a good chance that this box wasn't completely hunted like I'm sure the last one was. Well, we may as well take a look and see what that American is, if I can find it in here. There is that coppery edge. I'm just going to pull it out. Definitely an American dime. Definitely a new one. That is a 2022 Denver. And if I just didn't twist it right. Okay, I thought, just had to check and make sure it wasn't some sort of an error, but I just rotated it. All right, well, we got at least something for the board. I'm still on that roll, and I've got a 2021. It's the double date blue nose. This is the most common. The 2021 single date that would just look like this is out there. I'm aware of other coin roll hunters who have found them. They were not intended for circulation and were only put in sets or special mint wrap rolls, but some have found their way into circulation. So we'll be looking out for that one, as well as the blue nose under sale, color and non-color. Here's the 1969 under the scope, and this is what is known as the small date. This is the standard circulating 1969 dime. There was a very rare variety called the large date, where the date was more like block letters, the same as the 1968. I'll put an example of that up on screen here so you can see what it looks like. If you found a 1969 with a date in the style of this 1968 right here, you would have something very special that is highly sought after by collectors, but there might only be a handful. Well, here's something interesting. This roll is marked 2001 with some X's on it, and this end does not look like a 2001, but this end over here, if I can get into it, well, I'll have to pull it out. I could see it one-handed, it's a little hard, but it was a 2001 for sure. So is this somebody's collection dump, and why was somebody hoarding 2001s? Well, we'll see in a second. So that first coin in the roll is certainly a 2001, and as is the one behind it, but not this one. This one is a 2002 with the date on the obverse. Interesting, and then a 2001 again. So I'll take a look through and see if there's anything special about what's in here. It's certainly at least mostly 2001s. Well, it didn't get too far. I found a 2021 double date, and right behind it, a 2021 blue nose under sale. So I'm not sure. And I thought I might have seen a 2017 by the edge in here. So this might very well have been somebody's part of their collection anyhow. But I'll keep on going. Yeah, sure enough. And right after 1977, there's a 2017. That's the Wings of Peace. And there's another one right behind it. And they're not in mint condition. They look like they've been circulated. So some people just pull these aside when they find them. And that looks to be the case here. If there are any that are in exceptional condition, this one's not too bad, I might keep them, but I have lots of these already. Okay, so there were a lot of 2001s in there, but a bunch of 2017s and some 2021 double dates, and then just a few other odd ones mixed in. What we really want to find in here is a roll that somebody has marked silver, and open it up and find a whole roll of silver. That would be incredible. Roll number 9. And this is going to be our third blue nose under sale. What a beautiful coin. While we're on the topic of things you should be looking out for, here is a standard circulating 2007, and note that the 7 has a straight line here. There is a version that was only in sets that has a curved line, so this 7 curves somewhat. And I know that they're also out there because other coin roll hunters have found them, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I haven't found one, but I'm going to keep on looking. It's a spot in my collection that needs to be filled. Roll 10, we're going to find our second American. It's a 2005 out of Philadelphia. Roll 11, and that's our fourth now. We're still looking for color. Roll number 12, and we've got a couple odd-looking, old-looking edges. We're just going to have to put this down and see if we possibly have some old silver. We'll find out in just a second. And it looks pretty promising. We're going to have... Nope, it is a 1973 Denver. It's just a clad US dime. But look at that, right behind it. We are going to have silver. What's it going to be? That's a 1960, 80% silver in the roll. And I almost thought we had two with that clad because it had a very similar look about it on the edge. But I'm not going to complain because we found Canadian 80% silver in the roll. Roll 16, we found a pretty nice looking 1968, and that's a transition year. Some of these were minted in silver, and we got to check it. The best thing we can do is check it with the magnet and see, but that is absolutely nickel, so not the silver one we're looking for. Same roll, and I think we found a 2001 that might be worthy of keeping. Look at that one. It is in brilliant condition. I'm just going to pull it over and just see about the other side. And absolutely, that is a mint state 2001, Year of the Volunteer commemorative. We'll hold on to that one for sure. So roll number 18 is another marked roll. It says, I think, 2021. And that's what I see on the ender. It's one of those double dates. The question is, are there any blue nose under sale and maybe even the color ones in here? Or are they all going to be these double dates? Well, first couple of coins are those double dates, so I'll bring you in if there's anything different in here. Okay, every single one of them was, in fact, the double date Blue Nose 2021. I've got rolls of these. I don't need any more for sure. So these are all going back. Well, roll number 12 looks interesting. We're going to have a bunch of interesting edges. We got a bunch of American edges for sure. I can see the copper on there. And they're all in a row together. So, well, let's take a peek and see. And we've got a dark edge at the end, but I think that's just a damaged coin as opposed to silver. Yeah, you can see it's not quite. Well, we'll take a look at that. Oh, that's a 1968. Could it be silver? Okay, I pulled out that 68, and we have to check that with the magnet. It could be by the look of it, but it is not. It is nickel. It's just got some environmental damage on the surface that was giving it a very strange patina, and it could have gone either way, I suppose. And I've laid this down, and what I've noticed at the end here is that we've got a really nice looking older coin on the end, and it is a 78, and it's in beautiful condition. There are some others. These might be part of a collection of 72. There's some grunge on it, so we'll see if any of these are nice. That is a, I can't even tell, maybe a 75, but it's not in mint condition. That end one looked good. Well, we'll take a peek and see what we got here. So we're finding an assortment of years here. This is actually a really nice looking 1989 Denver in pretty good condition. The oldest one so far is the 66. That's not silver, of course. Silver only went to 1964 in dimes. And so I'm not sure what's going on. There's a 97, and it looks like there might be some older ones in here, but I don't think we're going to have any silver. Well, that was an interesting roll. We got 20 US dimes. I'll check a few of them that were nicer against my own collection. We got an assortment of things, some new, some old. We got a couple more kind of tarnished looking 68s that were both nickel. And of course we did find just one keeper in there. That was a 1978. It's got a little bit of something on it. I wonder if I might be able to get that off with just a little bit of water and love. But that might be a keeper. It's otherwise in uncirculated condition. Roll number 25, the halfway point, and we have struck color. Check it out. Just a little bit into this roll, and we can see that we've got the 2021 Blue Nose under sale in color. Sweet. Roll number 28, and I did not even notice it by the edge, but we are going to have another silver. This one here is a 1962. Once again, 80% silver dime in the roll. That is awesome. Same roll, and we're going to find us a key date dime. This is the 1970, and it's minted at just over 5 million. It is the low mint dime, and it looks to be in pretty good condition. We'll give it a little flip. And yeah, that one's pretty nice. That is a great find. So we got a couple silver, and now the key date, 1970. Well, we're in roll number 31, and I'm going to have to check my eyesight because I missed this one again. We've got another silver. This is our third one, and it is a 1956. Another laureate portrait. That's our third silver in the box. And again, I just missed it by the edge. I'm going to have to take more care to look at those edges and make sure that I'm seeing it. Roll 35, and we're going to have US number 16 and 17. And I can see the first one is right here. This one is going to be a 2020 Philadelphia. And then back here, we're going to have a 2019 Philadelphia. And of course, that's actually 26 and 27 of the hunt. Roll 38, and we've got a really nice Wings of Peace 2017 commemorative. It's 150 years of Confederation, and this one is definitely a keeper. Beautiful. Just a little further back in the same roll, and there is another one. Gorgeous. Roll 39, and I am checking these edges extra carefully, and I think we might have a candidate right by my thumb. You can see that with the Canadian coins, it's really hard sometimes to differentiate from the silver, and it could be nothing at all, but we're just going to put it down. We've had silver in this box, so yeah, that looks pretty good, and it is for sure. We've got another laureate portrait. Let's flip it over. And it's another 1960. That's our fourth silver of this box. And we still have rolls to go. Awesome. Roll 45, and we're going to have our fifth Blue Nose under sale non-color commemorative from 2021. We're just down to a couple rolls to go, and I just opened up roll 49, and look at this. This is just crazy. We have a proof dime. I've never found a proof dime before, and in my last quarter box, I got 4 proof quarters. This is awesome, and I just wonder if it possibly could have come from the same person, and is there another one in here? That would be incredible. And what do we have? And this is a 1987, and just to recap, in the last quarter hunt, I got 3 1986s and a proof 1987. Is it possible that somebody opened up a proof set and then just spent or rolled up all of the coins? But that is incredible. A 1987 proof dime, my first ever proof dime in a coin roll hunt. Well, check it out. Here we are at the end of that roll, or close to the end of the roll, and we do have another proof, another 1987. That's our second 1987 in this roll. Absolutely crazy. So there is roll number 50. That box is just about done. I don't see any silver edges. Of course, I've missed some before, but I will have a look in here and we'll just cross our fingers and hope maybe there might be another proof in here. Who knows? If there isn't any in this roll, I will come back with a bit of a wrap up. Okay, we have completed that 2-box hunt, and it was very definitely a tale of 2 boxes, 2 very different boxes. Our very first box, probably hunted, all we got was 1 single blue nose under sale, non-color. That was that. We had to get another box to make this hunt worthwhile, and was it ever worthwhile? We got a bunch of Americans. There's 29 of them there. We got a short stack. I think we got 5 of the blue nose under sale non-color. We only got 1 color, but that's good. We got a few really nice ones. That beautiful 2017 Wings of Peace and a really gorgeous 2001 Year of the Volunteer. We got a very nice looking 1978 to add to our collection. And we got a nice looking 1970 low mintage coin. And this is where things got really cool. We got not 1, but 2 proof dimes, both 1987. I have to think that these came from the same customer, the same pickup at the bank, where we got all of those proof quarters, the 86s and 87s. Somebody has broken up a collection. I kind of wish I could go back to the bank and get whatever else they dropped off. And then, of course, we got silver, which is awesome. And we got a range of dates. We got a 56, a 60, another 1960, and a 1962. All of these are 80% Canadian silver. So it was a great hunt after we got through that first box with nothing. But that second box, that might be my best box ever. Even though I've had 8 silver twice, I was really excited about getting these proofs. I've never received or never found proof dimes before, and that was really cool. So add those to my collection. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Roll Hunter, please do that now. I'd really appreciate it. You can find out when all my new videos are coming out. I have new videos coming out all the time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.